to take this car. It's pretty damaged, like paint-wise. It has the tires on. It's got rust on the bottom. We'll take the tires off quickly. And we're going to stick them into this bath with strippers. So the wheels are pretty brittle, so they're just breaking off. That's how long they've been on the car. Yeah, the back ones will be very hard to put on because they have to be squeezed through the sides, so I'll have to work on that somehow. Maybe I will have to take the plate off. Anyways, that's that done. Into the pot here, put on gloves. Gonna put on an apron because it's varnish, a remover, paint remover. Has acid, don't want to get it on my clothes. Just gearing up here. Right, there we go. Shake this well. And on she goes. Onto the car. That should do it. I have a small brush here that's good for this stuff. And make sure you work it in. I should take off the plate really. Maybe we'll do that just after this. Should have done it first and got in there, but we'll have to do a second run of this anyways, I'd say. Anyways, we'll just leave that sit there for a while. See what comes of it. So I'm going to try to show you this beginning to end. I've done these before. You've seen other videos of them, I'm sure. Now I've done the old wire brushing and all that as well. You know, you can do wire brush it with a grinder machine and get it all off, or a Dremel, wire brush it. You know, I used to use a knife when I had not very much equipment. So, you know, if you don't have much equipment, you can still get it done. So, I'm there with my hand in the camera. Yeah, see, it's beginning to loosen out. And it once was, ooh, that flicked up. It's lucky I was wearing glasses. There you go, that's why you wear eye care. Look, it was yellow once here, like an orangey yellow. So it's been painted, I think, twice. It was painted red and then black, one way or the other, or black and then red. Or maybe he was doing a two-tone, who knows, but it wasn't very well done. But it's coming off slowly. Give it another 20 minutes, most of it will be off. You can see it was a yellow car once, I think. Nice color. I got a wire brush it in a minute, so that should solve all that. Remember to wear eye gear or glasses or eye protection glasses with this, and gloves most of the time. I'm not wearing the gloves now, but when I'm taking it out, and then I'll be wearing gloves again. I'm being very careful with it. Yeah, I'm just going to give this a little wire brushing, this car. It's taking a little too long to get the paint off. So. It has softened up, so. The yellow paint is quite stubborn, the original, so, you know, that's what it is. Cleaned up quite a bit. It just needs a bit of scraping in some of the crevices. And we'll take off the plate then with countersink this little and pop off the plate. And then we'll get the inside and all that as well. So there we go. It's cleaning up nicely. Yeah, I'm just going to take this little round file and just scrape out all this paint here. Like that, look. all the leftover crevices so we don't get bubbles in our paint later on, you know, or little paint chips cracking off. It won't take too long. But you know, you have to kind of get this all out of there. It's just where the brush won't go, right? There she goes. And this door here doesn't work either. You mostly paint over it wouldn't hurt, but I'm not taking a chance. The little saying, if you're gonna do it right. See there, look. It's all coming out quick. This orange is quite stubborn, this paint, so. Now, I'm just gonna go get set up to take off the rivets, and I'll show you how to do that. I think we'll call this car prep, Jaguar prep. Okay, so I'm gonna set up to take off these rivets here. Sitting in this, and I put a center punch piece in here, and the rivets do have a center area already. I like getting it going. There's one. There's two. And I keep drilling a little deeper until I get them very close to popping off. Whoops. That one spun out. That's unusual. Very unusual. It spun out on the side there, which I'd never had happen before, but that's pretty good. What I'll do is I'll put in a larger drill now. I have kind of a special one I made here. Just looking to find it. Amazing, when you want it, it's not there. There it is. Kind of a short drill with a 45 on it. And he doesn't want to drill it. It's quite blunt. Huh. There's a new one. I'll try a different kind of drill this time. What I want to do is just get the rivet off, and they're giving me a little bit of trouble, of course, because I'm on video. These rivets, they're not center, so there we go. That's as close as I'm going to get, and then you try to pop them off with a screwdriver if you're lucky. There we go. You want to have them a little bit of a pop on them still, so this one has the same. There we go. Do you hear that pop? Here goes the wheels and all that out. There's actually mud in there. And there's the wheel missing wherever it went. Find it in a minute. I think it popped into the garbage can. I'm just cleaning the inside out as much. It looks like it was resprayed yellow. I don't think that's the real color because it's got drips on it. I have the plate cleaned. I have to clean the shafts. And the wheels are not bad. I think I'll just leave those. They're pretty polished. And polish them afterwards anyways. So we're close to cleaning. And then we'll be ready for undercoating and painting. Yeah, so we're here. And I've been putting this in thinners and cleaning it in thinners. And most of it's out, like down in here, it's got a little yellow, but it's not going to come off in the paint or anything. Undercoat's going to cover that. But out here, you want to make sure you don't have any little bits in the crevices at all. Nothing in here, in these little lines. You want this all to be spotless, right? Otherwise, sometimes you'll paint and your paint will chip. See, there's no yellow in any lines here, so the detail's really going to show up, right? So I basically dipped this in strippers, cleaned it, washed it in underneath the tap, mild warm water and soap, came back out and did it again. So it's 3 times nearly. So it's just spotless. You want to have it spotless. Back into the kitchen, in the sink, and washed it with soap, detergent, and then water, and then toothbrushed it, made sure it's really clean, and let it dry overnight. So that's how much works in that. I'm just going to polish these off a little, and the nails in the drill, the shafts in the drill, and then the wheels a little bit, and it's all ready to go. Just put the shafts in the drill, switch her on, bit of sandpaper, clean them up. There you go. Has a little bit of a tip on it, so you want to just straighten that out. It's easy to see in the drill. And then flip it around, do the other side, and she's ready to go, the pin, and I'll do the other shaft the same way. You can get the head of the pin behind the jaws. There you go. Sometimes you don't want it over clean because it's an old car, and you want it to look cool. And there you have it, 1 pin. Yeah, if you want to clean the wheels off, you put them in the drill here again with the hub on, wheel hub, wheel whatever, right? And you tighten this up, and you just tap this in, right? And then you can sand it quickly. No fuss, right? And if you got a little V-shaped file, you can put it in here, clean it out a bit, and you turn it around, do the other side, right? Just take her off. She don't want to move, there we go. Flip her around, in again, tighten up, tap, 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 and do the other side. You can even take this in a V shape and put it in there, look. There we go, and we got 4 of those to do, and I think our car will be ready for painting because we've already wire brushed the plate quite nicely. So that's 1, right? Quite nice. That's a nail actually, because I lost one of my shafts. It went in the garbage. I never found it again. I'll just clean off the point of the nail. I'll do the other 3 and we're ready to paint. Yay! And here is the car all ready for undercoating, and then we'll spray the color on it, but she's ready to undercoat. So, just so some people that think they, can I make money on restoring Dinky toys? The answer is no, because you spend so much time at it, and you're making per hour minimum, so it's more of a hobby because you love to do it. So